My watch, I don't think, was reporting accurately again today. I'm at Best Buy. X Pro. So I went to the bank. Officially signed up for the Ironman. My ankle is hurting again. I'm trying not to be discouraged. Trying to see this as a blessing in disguise. Welcome back from Couch to Ironman Week 6, Episode 6. Quick beginning of the week update for you. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. Of course, my left ankle is still feeling When I go to extend it and move it to the left, I still feel pain right above the ankle. So I'm debating on whether or not I will be running this week or doubling down on swimming. The reason why I would double down on swimming is because my swimming is still weak. It's getting stronger each week, but my biking feels all right. I don't know if that will be the case once I get off the stationary bike, but I feel strong biking. Swimming, I'm feeling weak, and right now my ankle's still hurting, so I might be doubling down on that. As far as goals this week, not too many. My goal is to get a Speedo so that my swimming pace will hopefully pick up. I returned it last week, the one that didn't fit, so hopefully I can get one that fits this week, as well as get a new bike helmet so that hopefully this weekend I'm able to go for a long bike run on my bike that's not the stationary bike. I'll have to stop watching TV while biking for that 3 hours and get better and see what kind of distance and what pace that I can get. And then in regards of running this week, my goal is to hopefully just be able to run, rest and recover and soak my ankle and hopefully get it to the point where it's not painful, or if it does have a slight bit of pain, make sure that it's not any pain that's damaging so that I can get out there and get running again because I miss it. But with that said, let's see what the week has in store. Happy Monday morning. It is 6:53. I'm getting in an early pool swim so that I don't get home at 4 and swim to 5 today. I can get that done before work, which means I've got to get in the pool right now because I've only got an hour or something to get ready for work, and I have an hour 12-minute swim. So let's get in the pool. So post-swim update, just did an hour and 12-minute swim. Gotta get home fast so that I can get to work. But my watch, I don't think, was reporting accurately again today. It said I just got under 2,000 meters. And I swam pretty much the same pace I've been swimming the last couple days. And I should have gotten over. So either I was really off today or my watch was inaccurate, and I'm pretty sure my watch was inaccurate. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Tuesday, getting the beginning of my hour and 12-minute bike ride. Just wanted to give you guys a pre-feeling of how I'm feeling before. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling strong. I'll give you guys that post update. Also wanted to update you guys, I ordered the bike helmet and got a new Speedo. So hopefully this weekend, if the helmet comes in time, I should be able to do my long bike ride on my actual bike and get off the stationary cycle. But anyways, I'll let you guys see this montage of my workout, and then I'll update you guys post-workout. Post-workout update. My phone was dead and I almost forgot to film this, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. It felt long, but really not anything long in the grand scheme of things. I've done more. So yeah, it was interesting to have my phone die in the very beginning and just have to keep pedaling and thinking and occupying myself for a good 42 minutes. But when it comes to race day, I'm going to have to do it for way longer. Anyways, that's the end of today. Hey, what's up guys? So I'm at Best Buy on my rest day. I'm going to check out to see if they have the Garmin watches so I can get a feel of how it will feel on my wrist. And then I'm going to go onto Facebook Marketplace and see if I can find the watch for significantly cheaper. So I'll show you guys inside the store. Forerunner. You got the price. Kind of comfortable. And you got the EP.6 Pro here. Here. This one is pretty nice on my wrist. I enjoy it. This one was kind of big. I'll put that on my wrist and show you guys. And show this one. The watch face is kind of big. This one, it shows as like, I mean, even the price range, right? Big difference in the price range. This one's a little bit bigger on my wrist. You can see. But I go like this. Run. Feels good. That one felt a little bit more comfortable, but I think this one doesn't feel it because I got that alarm thing here. And then we got the EP.6. Pretty nice. A little bit thick as well. But yeah. I mean, I definitely think the most comfortable one was the Forerunner. Alright guys, so after trying on the watch, I decided that I was going to go with the Epic Gen 2. I talked to somebody on Facebook, negotiated from $400 down to $350, so I went to the bank and grabbed the money that I needed, so I'm going to go pick up the Garmin watch. Up with Ivan, got the watch, the Garmin Gen X. It's in perfect condition. It's pretty much brand new. I mean, it literally had the default settings. He gave me everything. I tried it on. It was great. Shout out to Ivan. I found him on the marketplace. I'll put up our conversation over here and maybe give a shout out to him on the marketplace if you're in the Orlando area or St. Cloud area. Definitely recommend that you talk to Ivan. He's got some stuff that he sells, and yeah, shout out to him. But it's great. I got the new watch, which means that I can use my Apple Watch less and hopefully get more accurate tracking while running, biking, and being in the pool. And I'll be able to use this, I believe, during the Ironman itself. So I just got to get used to the fact that it's a little bit like, it's thicker, you can see here, compared to this one. So I have to get used to a little bit more weight on my hand. But other than that, that's great. Happy Thursday. I am going to go running today. Wasn't sure whether I felt that I would be able to, but my ankle feels good. It feels well rested. Hopefully it feels the same way after the run. My toe feels better. If I didn't already say it, I went to go like pretend MMA kick my brother, and I kicked the door and kind of hurt my toe a few days ago. But I'm feeling good and I'm feeling normal. I got my new Garmin watch, so I'm gonna go ahead and test that out today. But yeah, I'm getting ready to go for a run. Got an hour and 12 minutes, so let's get into the run. Post-run update, that was simultaneously the worst and best run that I've ever done. The worst because my upper ankle started to feel an extreme amount of pain to the point where I probably stopped and walked for 3 minutes around the 4 mile mark, right when I was getting close to 4 miles. I genuinely thought that I wasn't gonna be able to run the rest. I walked for a bit, then I got back to it. I picked up the pace. I got to the straightaway. I started sprinting because some kids from the cross country team at TC got behind me. And I thought of the David Goggins book that I was listening to yesterday of Snatching Souls. I was like, this kid ain't gonna snatch my soul. So I started sprinting. I got to the end and the kid ended up getting me and just kept going. But I went from like a 10-minute mile to a 7-minute mile. Then I picked back up the pace. Then I got closer to the 1 hour and 12-minute mark, and I was a little bit close to 9 miles, about a minute or two away. So I decided to push past that and get 9 miles. So I reached an all-time high. I also faced an extreme amount of pain in my leg and subverted that pain midway through. But I think that I need to go to the doctors and check out my leg. I don't know if I have a stress fracture or what it is, but I gotta figure out what's going on, because that can't be happening every single run. It's gonna lead to something bad happening to me. So we'll see whether I'll be running on Saturday and how my body feels. But Gonna rest, recover. I hit the 9-minute mile mark. I also might be switching up whether I have the Apple Watch stuff. If I can connect my new Garmin to that, I will. But I might be switching up what you guys look at results-wise. Either way, 8-minute 17 mile average pace. Today was amazing and terrible, but I'll just take the amazing part and figure out how to work on the other issues. I will see you guys tomorrow. This is my foot right now, post-run. My ankle is hurting again. It hurt really bad during the run. I'm officially signing up to the Ironman. I'm signed up. My leg is hurting, but I'm officially signed up. Can't wait to get it. Good morning, getting ready for work. It's 6:25. My hip, my knees, my legs hurt. It's a good thing I'm swimming today. I'll see how my running goes tomorrow, but I got my leg completely wrapped up. It's painful. I mean, I just signed up for the Ironman yesterday, and I know that I'm gonna be able to get through this, but I know it's gonna be a journey because I just keep feeling pain above my right ankle. I'm gonna go to the doctors and get it checked out and see what the doctor thinks, because if it's a stretch fracture, then it's likely that I'm gonna have to be off of it for a while, which means that running's gonna get put on hold for a while until I can figure out what the issue is, but yeah. So I'm about to get in the pool. Got a little bit of a limp right now because my leg hurts. I think I'm gonna try to book a doctor's appointment, see what's wrong with that. But I'm about to go get my hour and 12-minute pool swim on. Yeah, so I'll show you guys that, and then I'll update you guys how I'm feeling post-swim. It's gonna be interesting to see whether my leg will do fine in the water. I'm not gonna kick off of it. That's my right leg a lot. Definitely not push off the wall. My left knee kind of hurts a little bit too. And I'll see how the Garmin tracks. See if it gives me more or less swim when I'm in the pool. So it should be interesting to see all this and see how things go. So quick post-swim update. That was probably the best more swim that I've ever done. Kind of similar to yesterday. I'm not sure if the Garmin tracked accurately. The reason why I say this is because I said it was 14 meters from my lap length, and normally on the Apple Watch, when I measured it, it said 12 meters. So I'm not sure if it tracked when I went there and back as 14 meters, or if it tracked 14 meters for 14 meters, whether that be there and back or there. So it should be interesting to see. I'm gonna end up doing that again, so maybe I'll come down and measure the pool or see what it was, but I feel like the Garmin tracked more accurately than the Apple Watch. So I went a little bit over the hour and 12 minutes, did about an hour 14, got about 3,000 meters, which the day that I felt that I was off, the first day that the Apple Watch stopped tracking, that's what I felt like I got around the 3,000 meter mark. And the reason why I say it was the best and worst was because I stopped the timer for probably maybe like a minute or two twice because I got Charlie horses. I got a Charlie horse on my left leg and I got a Charlie horse on my right leg. So I did the longest that I've ever done, but I don't know if it's the longest I've ever done because it tracked inaccurately or because it tracked accurately and my last 2 or 3 swims were inaccurate. So it should be interesting. If I tracked accurately, I did around 3,000 meters in an hour and 13 or 14 minutes. And if it tracked inaccurately, I don't know. I'll get a better use, or I'll try to go to an Olympic pool, something that has the meters, and keep track of what I did and get a better representation. But I'm gonna go with the Garmin on this one, and I'm gonna go ahead and check out some stats and try to indicate which tracked better. Good morning, happy Saturday morning. Normally I would be running today, but I can barely walk on my leg. I'm limping due to my ankle, so I'm gonna be at the pool today, which I absolutely hate. I love running. Running is one of my favorite things, and it sucked that I had to stop for a while, and I was trying to do this to get back to it. Hopefully I can figure out how to get back to it, but I'm trying not to be discouraged, trying to see this as a blessing in disguise. You might say, well, how is it a blessing that your ankle hurts? Or how is it a blessing that you have a potential stress fracture that you believe? I have no idea whether that's the case or not, but the way that I see this as a blessing is that swimming is my weakness. And so by me not being able to run on my leg because I don't want to potentially damage it more, because I can feel the difference between I'm sore, like my legs are sore, but my ankle, that's beyond that. I realize that this now gives me more time to practice in the pool. And not only practice in the pool, but practice in the pool somewhat injured to some extent. So likely when everything recovers, I'll be even stronger in the pool than I currently am. And I've went from almost nothing to the week of me swimming in the pool to yesterday of me getting close to 2 miles in an hour and 12 minutes. And yesterday I got 2 cramps. I did pause the timer for a little bit, but it was the worst day that I've ever felt in the pool. And I still have not used my Speedo yet, so I'm just swimming in regular swim trunks. So as long as everything's accurate, I just keep getting better and better at the pool. And soon I'll probably be able to do 2 miles with ease. Running, that might end up becoming an issue eventually, other than the fact that like I can't run on my leg. But the day of, I will push. I will run as fast as I need to make it happen. Post swim update, did 3,000 meters again. That's about 1.87 miles. I'm not sure if it's tracking accurately. I think it could be potentially over reporting because I see it ticking up when I'm not swimming, but I'm not sure if that's just a delay in movement or if it's over reporting. So I really do think that I have to get to an Olympic pool and film myself and put the watch on 100 meters so that I can better have a more accurate depiction of what it is that I'm realistically doing. But the swim felt a lot better today. No cramps. I'm tired and my shoulders hurt a little bit. My shoulders dislocate very easily with movement. I've gone to a chiropractor for that. But anyways, it was a good swim. I'm done. It's hard for me swimming because I really don't enjoy it. And so I just try to think to myself, I need to go there and back 12 times in increments of 5. And that just helps me get through it. But it really freaks me out and messes me up when I get halfway there, because I realize I still have another 30 or 40 minutes to go when I'm halfway there. But I just try to take it pace by pace, minute by minute, second by second, and just get through, just like with anything else in life. Good morning, it's Sunday. I got my bike ride today, my long bike ride, so it's about 3 hours and maybe 40 minutes. It's 3 hours and 18 minutes plus 10%, and it's almost 7 o'clock, so if I don't get up and start to do that soon, it will eat into my entire day. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. My leg still hurts a little bit, but the bike won't hurt it. So I'm gonna get up and get after it in a couple seconds. go take my morning deuce and figure out what I need to do so that I can do that. Hey guys, midway through my bike for today on Sunday. I'm about 2 hours and 40 minutes in. It's reverse, you can't really see it. But I got about an hour left. I think I'll end up doing 4 hours instead of the 3 hours and 40 minutes just because I want to push it today. Listen to David Goddick's audiobook and damn, that dude is crazy. He's insane. I know he doesn't think he's insane, but neither does most insane people. Anyways, it's just really motivating me right now. He is in town March, and I'd really like to kind of walk around his hotel, see if I can spot him out, and see if I could get him to go for a run. So maybe this is foreshadowing to the story that I'm gonna tell for my Ironman, but it would be kind of sick if I could get him to do a run with me when he's in town. So I'm gonna try to do that. Anyways, I'm pushing, I'm going, I'm feeling strong. Not really, but it's all mental right now on the bike. I just gotta keep pushing it, keep cranking up the resistance on the bike. During the beginning of my runs, I loosened it a little bit this run, but I cranked it back up just so that when I get on my non-stationary bike that's over there, I don't know if you can see it, I want it to be just easy so that my pace is just super fast. Ideally, I'd like to get it that I can do the Ironman pace on all of this stuff without even like a thought in my head, like guaranteed I can finish it. So then it's literally just mentality on the day of, can I just push? Can I use my mental fortitude to just take the next step, to move the next pedal so that I get across the line? But I'll show you guys how I feel post bike ride, and I'll show the post week update. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna get after it. What's up, guys? I just finished a 4-hour bike ride, and I decided that I'm gonna run a mile. I don't feel an intense amount of pain in my leg. I feel a tiny bit, but I just want to get a feel for what a pace would be like and what it would feel like after riding a while. So I'll update you guys of what I end up getting from my mile time, but just trying to get a feeling. Really quick update, post bike, post run. I ended up increasing that 10%. Instead of doing 3 hours and 40 something minutes like I was supposed to do, I ended up taking up to 4 hours because I was just listening to David Goggins. That really motivated me. So I decided to push it a little bit. Then after I got done, I decided, let me go for a light run. I was just gonna go up the street, but I decided that I was gonna do a mile and see what my mile pace was at after doing 4 hours of biking, see how I felt, so I could get like an adjustment. I ended up doing somewhere between a 7:30 and a 7:50 mile pace. I'll end up posting up the results so that you guys can see and it's more accurate to what I did. But I'm feeling good. I felt a little bit of pain in my leg and in my knees and stuff like that, but nothing too bad. Not like the run that I did a couple days ago. Nothing that I don't think I can't stretch and soak out. Anyways, it was great. Need to get some food, get some rest, take a shower, edit some videos, and I'll then put in the post-week update. So I'll see you guys there. Welcome back to From Couch to Ironman Week 6, Episode 6, end of the week recap. This week was pretty good overall. I'm feeling good. However, right above my right ankle is not feeling so good. I will share a little bit more on that later, but let's get into swimming first. So in regards to swimming this week, beginning of the week, Monday, it was great overall. However, my Apple Watch was not tracking very accurately. About 12 meters is from one side to the other side of the pool, and when I was showing my watch and looking at it, it was doing I was doing 3 laps and it was getting 12 meters, sometimes 2 laps, sometimes 1 lap. It wasn't tracking very accurately, so I ended up deciding to get a Garmin watch later in the week And then my middle of the week swim was probably my best swim and worst swim overall. My best swim because it was my best distance, 3,010 meters, I believe. And my worst swim because I got a Charlie horse in each leg. I got a Charlie horse in the right leg and then the left leg, not a few minutes later after the settled in the other leg. And then my last swim, I ended up doing pretty good. I got the same distance without the 2 Charlie horses. So watch-wise, hopefully my swim is being tracked accurately. It can go the lowest of 14 meters of tracking a lap, and the pool, from what I believe, is 12 meters. So, but I trust the Garmin watch more than I trust the Apple Watch. Garmin is literally built to track stuff, so I doubt that it's just adding an extra 2 meters when I do a lap. It's likely taking a little bit more time, or the pool's 14 meters and the thing that I measured it with is inaccurate. So I'm going to be going off the Garmin watch and hopefully maybe get to an Olympic pool sometime soon so that I can make sure that the watch is tracking 100% accurately. Next, biking-wise. Biking-wise was good this week. I did an hour, 12-minute bike ride. That was pretty good. And then I ended the week with a PR of a 4-hour bike ride. I believe I was supposed to do somewhere around 3 hours and 30 minutes or 3 hours and 40 minutes, somewhere around 3.5 hour mark. But after listening to David Goggins' book and not feeling so tired, I decided that I was just going to PR it. I was going to go 4 hours and see how that felt. Not only did I go 4 hours, but then that leads into running. So running at the end of the week, after I got off the bike, I wanted to see how my legs felt. And I decided that I was going to run a mile because my leg was feeling better from the earlier in the week run. So I decided to run a mile, and I ended up doing a 7:30 mile after a 4-hour bike ride. So my legs were wobbly, they were numb. They weren't feeling good from the run earlier in the week, but they were feeling it slightly better, and I still did a 7:30 mile. So I'm feeling confident after a long bike ride that I'll be able to figure it out and get off the bike and run. I was super proud of myself. However, let's talk about my ankle and my run earlier in the week, Thursday. Thursday, I went for a run. Thursday run around the 3 to 4 mile mark. I felt excruciating pain above my right ankle to the point where I stopped and pretty much walked for 3 minutes. I then decided that I needed to do a slight jog, and my mile pace went from like an 8-something or a 7-something down to like a 10-minute mile pace. Once I got around the front of my neighborhood, I started picking up the pace a little bit, like a slight jog. And then I heard some kids behind me from the track or cross-country team from my old high school. And when I heard that, I started picking up the pace. I didn't want them to catch up to me. I, again, had been listening to David Goggins' book, and he had this concept called stealing souls. And this is when somebody is in front of you and you catch up to them and you run just a little bit farther, a little bit faster past them, and they lose a little bit of their soul. And I did not want these kids to steal my soul. So I picked up the pace, and it got to the point where after that 10-minute mile, I got to the straightaway area, and I literally started sprinting. And I got my next mile down to a 7:10 to the point where I could not even feel the pain in my legs anymore because I wasn't focused on it. One of the kids that did end up passing me, but he helped me pick back up the pace, and I ended up doing a PR of 9 miles. Now, that hour and 12 run ended up turning to an hour 14 so I could hit that 9-mile mark. But I was super proud of myself that I was able to pick up the pace and that I was able to do that. However, my leg hurts, and I didn't end up going for a second run on the weekend. I ended up going for a swim, and then my leg felt slightly better, and I ended up doing that run after the bike ride, that mile run that I told you about. Anyways, so my goals for the week moving forward, I did end up ordering a helmet and a Speedo, so my goal is to hopefully get off the stationary bike, get in a long bike ride off the stationary bike so I can get a measure for distance of how far I'm actually biking within a frame of like 4 hours or however long it is, so I can get a better accurate representation of the mileage and distance that I'm doing within that time frame. Also, I don't know if I'll be running next week because my leg still is in pain. I know I did that mile, but I still felt pain afterwards. So my goal is to get in with a doctor, make sure that I don't have a shin splint or a stress fracture, because the last thing that I want is to break my leg or cause further damage to the bone, so that it prevents me from inevitably doing the Ironman in totality. So those are my goals for next week. Also potentially even get in an Olympic pool swim whenever possible, so that I can make sure that the tracking is accurately here. Anyways, thank you for tuning into week 6, episode 6 of Front Couch to Ironman. If you like this video, please leave a like button and click that subscribe button if you want to stay tuned for more content. If you enjoyed this video, you will probably like one of these ones that YouTube recommended, or if you haven't seen and would like to watch episodes within the series, they're somewhere over here. Thank you so much for viewing, watching, and subscribing. With that said, be who you want to become in order to become who you want to be.